Yesterday it was 80 degrees and I was a little bit sweaty, and today it's like 40s and 50-mile-an-hour winds. Happy spring! Welcome back to Dreams of Music and Makeup Dreamers. I am Jacqueline, if you are new around here, and I love neutral colors, so this is very out of character for me today. I'm wearing this cozy neon green sweater for no reason other than that it's cold outside and I need to stay cozy. Today we are doing a full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics makeup for you guys. I'm really excited to share this with you. There are just a couple of things that I don't own e.l.f. products of right now, so I did supplement some other affordable items in their place. Hope you don't mind. Otherwise, we have about 90 to 95% e.l.f. products on my face today, and I think this look is very high-end. It's very trendy for what's going on right now. I find it interesting that kind of the more berry tones are making an appearance in spring this year when that's usually a fall-winter thing. So I'm really excited to bring you this kind of berry toned eye. So we've got some kind of purple, red, and orange kind of melded together. It's almost like a sunset type color with some glitter in the center. We did just some soft shadow for liner today. Tried out a new mascara. That was kind of an experience. Found a new brow product that's potentially really, really awesome. If you are excited to see how I got this look, you are in the right place. Click that thumbs up button. I love having your support and seeing what you guys like. That helps me out a lot. If you're looking for how to achieve this look, you're in the right place. Stay tuned. I'm using the e.l.f. Mad for Matte 2 palette, so let's go ahead and dive in. I'm picking up my Sigma E25 and the purple shade in this palette. On that same brush, I'm going to pick up this more red shade and start to blend out that edge. Switch this out for a Sigma E40, a little bit fluffier brush, and go into this peach shade. Closer. I think we need to be closer. Oh good, this whole thing just fell out on my pants. Okay. I have this e.l.f. Super Lustrous Shadow. Mine's a little dry. It still works, but it just fell out on my pants. I'm gonna take some of this on my ring finger. I'm just kind of wiggling back and forth, and I'm gonna tap this on the center of the lid. I'm gonna build it up until it looks like the other side. It will take me a couple of layers. I'd rather do thin layers than thick ones because they set easier and wear better. I'm going to deepen up as necessary, so I'm going to deepen up this purple a little bit. I'm going to tuck this just on the outermost part of our outer corner. And I'm going to pick up a little purple to blend it in so it doesn't get too patchy. And on a flat eyeliner brush from e.l.f., I'm going to pick up that black shade again and just do a real easy lash line enhancing step. Just follow your upper lash line about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way in. And with the lightest shade in the palette, I'm going to kind of go over our edges. This is a trick I've used in several of my videos lately, and one I encourage you to do a few times. Just pick up the matte brow bone shade and blend out the edge of your eyeshadow. It makes everything look way more blended. I have my Maybelline Face Studio blender as usual. I've talked about this a lot. If you haven't already invested in it, I would encourage you to try it out. It's a great sponge for $6. Continuing the e.l.f. theme for today, be mixing a couple of foundation shades. I have the shades Porcelain and Sand in their Flawless Finish foundation. I did prime with a tiny little bit of NYX Angel Veil. I don't have a face primer by e.l.f. That's just not something I've tried from them at this point. I am going to be wearing this today to see how this wears for me tonight. I do have date night tonight, so we'll see how this holds up. Smells like baby powder. Is that just mine, or is that all of these foundations? You guys let me know. I'm really liking the coverage and the finish though. It looks beautiful. Really happy with this foundation as it stands right now. That's a happy discovery of this video so far. I do not have an e.l.f. concealer, unfortunately, but I do have a new ColourPop concealer to try out for you guys that I haven't shown yet. Light 14. I'm still playing around with this concealer and figuring out exactly how much to put on my under eye. I feel like with each new concealer, it's kind of its own learning curve, you know? I do like to blend these out one eye at a time because it is a pretty thick formula. It does dry fairly quickly. Been using this for a few days now, and while it's not as full coverage as the Tarte Shape Tape, it can be built up to be very full coverage. I think that's pretty good. I like to add a little extra just right here where I have a little extra darkness because I have this hollowness just with my structure. Going for a tried and true favorite, this is the e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder. I'm going to use this to set everywhere I want to on my face. This is beautiful at blurring out lines. It's beautiful at setting concealer. It does not add any coverage, but it does lock everything in place and kind of diffuse the look of any texture that you might have. So I do adore this powder, and I do use it on multiple parts of my face a lot. To ensure that we're not setting any creases and locking them in place for the day, blend those out first before you go in and set that concealer. Finish up the lower lash line before we move on to the rest of the face. I really want to show you guys this blush. It is so beautiful. The primer infused blush in the shade Always Cheeky. This is a really nice pale peach color. Oh my goodness, this is so beautiful. I love this blush, and I have never found an e.l.f. blush that I truly loved until this. Look at how perfect that is. It's the perfect amount of pigmentation. It lasts all day. It's beautiful on the skin. I just can't get enough. Also picked up the primer infused bronzer, and this is in the shade Forever Sunkissed. I've not used this yet. I did swatch it, and it appeared to be a beautiful level of pigmentation, so I'm excited. There are 3 colors of this bronzer. I believe this is the middle one. Yep, I really like this too. This is beautiful. This is my first time using this product, but I know I'm gonna like it. I have the e.l.f. Baked Blushed in the shade Pinktastic. I'm gonna take that on my Morphe 501. I do like using this brush with stiffer highlights because it's more of a scratchy material, so though that's not a desirable quality in a brush, it's desirable when you're picking up stiffer highlights. I just make sure to make really light contact with the skin so I don't scratch off color underneath. This shade is beautiful. I mentioned this in a products I regret purchasing video, and this is the Baked Blush in the shade Peachy Cheeky. This is very, very iridescent and not a blush at all, but it is a blush topper. While this does not make a visible difference, I figured I would use it since this is an e.l.f. video. I want to be extra glowy. It's adding a sort of peachy shimmer, but that's really all it does. Having a narrower face like me, I like to add a lot of highlight to my apples of my cheeks because it makes them appear rounder. It's not flattering on every face shape, so if you've imitated it and not liked how it looks, that may be why. Let's move on to brows. New e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil to use. I have the shade Taupe. We'll see if this one turns out to be too orange or not. Initial thoughts? Absolutely love it. This is a fantastic product. I really enjoy how this went on. We'll see how it holds up. I do not have an e.l.f. brow gel, so I'm gonna go really affordable as well. This is the Essence Make Me Brow. This is a $3 brow setting product. It does add a little bit of color and texture to them as well as holding them in place. I'm going to curl my lashes and then I will apply one side of this mascara. This is the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Mascara. I have never opened this before today. I actually didn't even realize I had an e.l.f. mascara. We're going to try this out together and see how good it is and if it wears well or not. I will give you guys my updated thoughts on how it wears in the description box down below. I wanted to come up close for you real quick and show you this mascara. While it is not the worst mascara I've ever come across, it is not my favorite by any means. This mascara, while I like the wand, I do not enjoy the formula. This is a very strange formula. I've not experienced anything like it before. Essentially, as soon as the wand left the lashes that I had applied mascara to, they dried. Like instantly. So even just now as I put some on my lower lash line, I dabbed some on my outer corner, worked my way to the inner corner, and I generally work my way back out and just comb through. It was already dry. It took me less than 10 seconds and it was already dry. So if you are someone who complains that your mascara does not dry quickly enough for you, I would say maybe try this out. I believe it is a $3 mascara. Again, I do like the brush, but the formula just dries so quickly that I can't really work with it as long as I want to kind of get the effect that I desire. I'm gonna put on the other side real quick and see if you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Like, it just gets sticky and tacky immediately and then you can't comb through it again. It's really bizarre. I've never experienced another formula like this, so if you have, let us know your thoughts down below. So I'm not gonna brush this on the inner corners until I'm ready to go over there because it dries so fast. And I feel like not that much product comes off of this wand either, so I feel like it's not fully coating the full length of my lashes. Like, it's not getting all the way to the end, if that makes sense. I feel like I already need more product. Strange. Yep, and it's like already dry out here. It doesn't want to go through anymore. Isn't that weird? First e.l.f. mascara experience. It's definitely one for the books. It's definitely an interesting one. I feel like the tips of my lashes are still so light. Oh well, it's not really getting on there. this holds up well. It may be a good lower lash line mascara just because it doesn't add too much drama down there. I have really long lower lashes, so I'm constantly looking for kind of subtle mascaras to put down there so that I don't look like I have spiders crawling out of my face. Let me know your thoughts on this mascara if you've tried it and you've had a similar or a different experience. I would love to hear about it. Let's do some lip color now. This is our last step. I'm gonna go ahead and remove this so we can start to look like a human. This beautifully bare satin lipstick from e.l.f. in the shade Touch of Berry. I'm just gonna kind of dab this. This is one of my favorite formulas for this technique. I really enjoy just dabbing a color like this on the lips and kind of patting it in with a finger for a more almost stained effect rather than a full opaque color. It's also really flattering in like spring and summer months to have kind of this blurred out lip line so that you don't have to be so precise when you're reapplying or just throwing a gloss on top, things like that. I am going to top with this lip plumping gloss from e.l.f. I picked up the shade Champagne Glam. Haven't tried it yet, so I thought we'd do it on camera. Oh, that's pretty. Really like this shade. I love this formula. I have the Mocha shade in my purse, which I wear constantly. This is a really nice alternative if you don't want to spend $20 on a Buxom gloss. This one is not an obnoxious like bee sting feeling or heat sensation that makes you sweat. So if you are in the market for a plumping gloss, it's a good $5 or $6 find depending on where you get it. This is our finished full face, well, almost full face of e.l.f. Cosmetics makeup. I feel a little bit like Nickelodeon personified with my color scheme right now. I have like purple and orange on my eyes. I have orange and electric lime green on. It's very unusual for this girl who is all natural colors all the time. Let me know what you guys think of this look. Did you recreate it? I would love to see your recreations. Be sure to tag me in any photos you post on Instagram. I would love to see. What of these products are your favorites? Did you see any pop up in here? Or is there something from e.l.f. that you love that I don't own? If so, please tell me in the comments down below. I would love to hear about it. e.l.f. is one of my favorite brands, and they're so affordable that it's really easy to try out new products from them as well. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up so that I know. Feel free to request any new style of videos in the comments down below. I love turning your ideas into videos. If you haven't already, I would love to see you subscribe to my channel. It makes my heart jump every time I see one of you add to this kind of little family that we have going here. I just love seeing your responses to my videos, whether that means that you subscribe or you leave your first comment. I love getting to know you guys more and more on here, so thanks for allowing me the opportunity to do that. Every comment from you guys means so much to me, and I apologize that not everything gets a full-blown response, but life is crazy. Anyway, hope you keep dreaming. Hope you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are, and I'll see you in my next one.